Good day and welcome to Transformation Tuesday. Are you like me and after discovering a big insight into yourself, you find yourself asking, okay, I understand that bit now, so what can I actually do about it? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Welcome to Transformation Tuesday with me, Liz Forrest. And if you're here live with me, please say hello in the comments. I love to know who's joining me. And if you are watching the replay, please type replay in the comments. I love to know who's watching the replays as well. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Liz Forrest. I'm a master shamanic teacher of over 25 years. I've been sharing ancient Toltec wisdom and empowering my students to embrace a vibrant, fulfilling life. I've learned these Toltec traditions and practices and tools from a few different people and continue to study and learn. Don Miguel Ruiz Sr. was my introduction, author of the Four Agreements, and Bernadette Vigil, author of The Mastery of Awareness, also a really profound teacher of mine. I spent time in Mexico each year with Don Valentin Cervantes and his family to soak up the traditions, teachings, and culture of the Toltecs at the pyramids of Teotihuacan, Mexico, which is their home. So today, in this episode of Transformation Tuesday, I'm offering the second of 11 spiritual practices for personal growth. These practices deepen and shift our perception into a broader view of ourselves. And that brings us more clarity and more confidence into our day-to-day. So first, let's anchor in what we talked about last week, the first of these 11 spiritual practices for personal growth. Do you recall what that first one was? It is awareness. Awareness. Deepening your awareness of how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself, think about yourself, speak about yourself. It means discovering all the quirks of your own disguise, all the ways that you hide from being who you are authentically are. So when we focus on awareness of ourselves in that way, it brings us more truth around who we are authentically without the influence of others or the expectations or the demands and all the things that I'm sure you are aware of. So I also passed on a practice of focusing on your breathing in and breathing out, to bring you back to your presence whenever you're feeling distracted, whatever you may be doing, to align with your truth and your presence every moment, creating more clarity, bit by bit, moment by moment, day by day. So I hope that practice is helpful, supportive for you. Focusing on our breathing is a practice from many traditions, and particularly in the practice I passed on to you last week, to have the focus on your breath bring you back to your own presence as soon as you notice you're being distracted, and you bring yourself back with your breath. Powerful. Yeah, it's powerful, and you can integrate it into your day so easily. So are you ready to learn more about practices that support and benefit our mastery? Our mastery is our lives. Our mastery is the life that we're creating for ourselves. So if you are ready for the second practice, I will share that with you now. And that is discipline. Discipline. So first, let's clear up a distortion of this word that I grew up with, and maybe you did too, that discipline is not punishment, okay? It's not punishment, no. That word was used in my domestication. To be disciplined meant you were going to be punished for something. Okay, that's the old dream. That is not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about here is that discipline is action. Discipline equates action. Discipline is the process that helps you follow through with the choices that you're making in your life. When you have enough awareness to realize what is causing you some level of suffering, perhaps, what it is that you want to change in your life to be more fulfilled, to be more happy, to be more you, authentically you, then discipline is the action that supports the changes you want to make. To step out of suffering, if that's what it is, to step out of continuing to walk a path that's not true for you. So when you work with discipline, it elevates your self-respect so that you follow through with the action you've decided to take, to keep your word with yourself. Those of you that have read the 4 agreements, the first agreement is impeccability, the impeccability of your word. Not only what you say to other people, what you say to yourself. Yeah, impeccability of the word that you give yourself, that you are holding for yourself. So ways to help you keep your discipline is to remember, as awakened conscious people, we're in our personal growth for the long term. Would you agree? Yeah, we're in our personal growth, elevating our awareness, continuing day by day for the long term. And really for me, my intent is that I will continue that until I take my last breath. Yeah, we're in for the long term. Meaning that as a spiritual warrior, which is a term that we use in these practices, you don't bail on yourself. So you don't give up on that decision, that choice that you've made to change something in your life, to bring you more fulfillment or happiness, or to change something that's really not working for you. Yeah, we make that decision, and then in a couple of days, if things get a little challenging, then we don't quit. We don't bail on ourselves. We keep the long-term intent in our vision. So in those times when it feels too hard, or you're losing sight of why you wanted to make the change in the first place, that's the time to reach out for support. Because we all know that those days of lone wolfing, doing it all on our own, are over. They don't work. We need support, we need community, we need counsel, we need people that align with us and that we trust to support us as we would support them in their changes that they're making. So when you start to feel like it's becoming too challenging to make that change, to continue through with the long-term intent, the long-term vision, that's when you reach out for support. It's the time to do that, rather than give up on yourself and what you've decided to do. So you can reach out to your community. You can reach out to a teacher, such as me. You can reach out to a trusted friend to hold yourself accountable to your word and action for sure, and also to receive support, because we all need support, especially in those times when we're feeling challenged, we're not feeling as strong as we once were in the decisions that we're making. We need support. And to ask for support, I'm going to tell you, that's an act of power. It's not a sign of weakness. No, it's an act of power to say, I need some support with this. Who can I contact? Yeah. So discipline is about making a choice to take action, to go forward, 100%, all in. So the practice I'm offering you today is to take some time and sit with yourself and honestly ask, what in your life, your incredible mastery, would you like to change? Beginning right now. Maybe it is changes in your diet or exercise for better health. Maybe it's changes in the amount of time you take for yourself away from all your responsibilities to nourish and nurture your precious self. Maybe it's bigger changes concerning your job, your relationship. No matter what it is, discipline gives you the willpower to overcome any obstacles in your path. When you really commit to discipline, remember that equates action. So unwaveringly, even when you feel like you're getting a little bit wobbly, you keep going with your intent, you support yourself, you reach out for help, and you keep going. And that elevates your self-respect because you're keeping your word with yourself. And that connects to your willpower to overcome any obstacles that are in your path. Discipline is about respecting yourself in the highest and trusting that you're connected to that which is greater than you, however you talk about that with yourself. Realizing you can embrace and overcome anything that's holding you back from creating the mastery, the life that you truly want. Discipline. It's a powerful practice. So if you're feeling brave, once you decide what change you are going to apply the discipline practice to, I invite you to share it in the comments below this video so we can all share in supporting each other right here in Loving Transformation. Join me next Tuesday right here for the third of the 11 spiritual practices for personal growth. Thank you so much for watching. I send you all my love. Enjoy your day.